Good everyone, my name is Jeffrey Consuegra and I'll be going to perform the newborn resuscitation. First, I'll be going to determine if the baby is a term and breathing, crying, or has a good tone. So assuming that the baby is 38 weeks age of gestation and has an Apgar score of 2. So we need to identify if the baby is need for routine care and also for resuscitation correctly. Next is I'm going to place the baby in a radiant warmer and turning on the radiant light. Next is I'm going to position the baby in a proper sleeping position. Next is I'll be going to clear the airway of the baby by using the suction if needed. Next is I'll be going to provide the baby to dry and also simultaneously I'll be going to provide gentle tactile stimulation. Next is I'll be going to apply the pulse oximeter. And also ECG when needed. So after this, I'll be going to assess the heart rate of the baby using the method of auscultation and also monitor the ECG if available. I'll be going to correctly identify if or categorize the baby's heart rate if it is greater than or equal to 100 beats per minute, if it is between 60 to 99 beats per minute, or less than or equal to 60 beats per minute. Now I'll be going to assess for the effectiveness of respiration of the baby. So if it is the breathing of the baby or respiration is ineffective, I'll be and also for the heart rate of the baby is ineffective also, we'll be going to continue with the PPV within the golden minute. I'm going to ensure that it is the size is correct and also it is properly sealed using the CE method. So next is I'll be going to deliver the ventilation at a rate of 40 to 60 per minute. Next is I'll be going to use its appropriate oxygen concentration between 21% to 30%. Next is I'm going to observe for the visible chest rise. So let's start administering the PPV. Breathe 2, 3, breathe 2, 3, breathe 2, 3. If ever there is inadequacy for the chest rise of the infant, we will be going to perform the Mr. SOFA, which stands for M for the mass adjustment. Next is reposition the client or the baby. Next is suctioning the baby if needed. Next is I'm going to open the airway or the O. P is pressure increase of the PPV machine. Then lastly is airway alternative airway such as the laryngoscope using the intubation to as an alternative of the airway tube of the baby. Next is I'm going to reassess the heartbeat of the baby after 30 seconds of effective PPV. If the heartbeat of the baby is greater than or equal to 100 beats per minute, we should have to discontinue the administration of PPV. If ever the heart rate of the baby is between 60 to 99 beats per minute, we should have to continue it. Then if ever the heart rate of the baby is below 60 beats per minute, we should have to continue the chest compression. So I'll be going to provide chest compression to the baby using the 2-thumb technique and also with a 3 1 ratio or 3 compression and 1 ventilation ratio with a correct depth of 1 inches and also with 100% oxygen saturation of the baby. So let's start compressing the baby with a 3:1 ratio. 1, 2, 3. Breath. 1, 2, 3. Breath. If ever the chest compression is inadequate, so we should have to advance the administration or advance the intervention using the epinephrine as advised by the doctor. So I'll be going to administer the 0.1 epinephrine via urinary umbilical venous catheter. Okay, I'll be going to administer the epinephrine 0.1 through umbilical venous catheter. Okay, the time administered is 6:05. Okay, epinephrine is administered through UVC. Next is I'll be going to after administering the epinephrine to UVC is I'll be going to inspect the volume expansion of the baby if needed for another epinephrine dose. The epinephrine dose will be administered in every 3 to 5 minutes as per doctor's order. Next is I'll be going to provide a thermal stability and assuming that the resuscitation or the administration of the epinephrine is successful. Also, I'll be going to continue monitoring for the vital signs of the baby, including the oxygen saturation of the baby. Also preparing the baby for the NICU transfer if needed and advised, and also communicate the newborn status within the healthcare team. So, lastly, is I'll be going to document the I'll be going to document the initial newborn condition, also the intervention performed, also with the correct timing, then the newborn's response, and also the final outcome and disposition of the newborn. So that's all for my return demonstration.